Bhagavad Gita. Continuing from where we left off. Lord Krishna, representing pure consciousness, Arjuna, the conditioned separate mind, enemies, our own shadows, the battlefield, Kurukshetra, between ourself and our demons. But behind Kurukshetra, Dharmashetra, the field of Dharma, and beyond that, infinite being. Okay, let me continue. That which people call sin is actually ignorance, and you can cross over all that is called sin by the raft of knowledge. Even as a blazing fire reduces the fuel to ashes, even so the fire of knowledge reduces all suffering to ashes. Love it. He who has faith and has mastered his senses, devoted to spiritual practices, attains knowledge, and having attained knowledge, he quickly attains supreme peace, the peace that passes understanding. And that human, and the human of ignorant nature, devoid of faith and possessed by doubt, suffers. All doubt is self-doubt. My teacher used to say, when you doubt, then you should doubt the doubt. For the doubting soul, there is nothing. For the doubting soul, there is neither this world nor the world beyond, nor even happiness. For the doubting soul, there is neither this world nor the world beyond, nor even happiness. The yoga of detachment or renunciation and the yoga of action both lead to supreme bliss. Of the two, the yoga of action is superior to renunciation. So what is the yoga of action? That's karma yoga. And what's the book that I just wrote with Sarah? That's royal yoga. It's called Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga has 8 limbs, as you know. Rules or principles of social and emotional intelligence, the asanas, or the physical postures, and pranayam, breath to regulate the autonomic nervous system, pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses, interoceptive awareness to regulate internal organs, and then dharana, focused attention, dharana, dhyan, meditation, and then samadhi, transcendence, or settling into pure awareness. So that's the book with Sarah. It's Yoga for Self-Realization, Living in the Light. But Krishna is now talking about Karma Yoga, which is different. It is the ignorant and not the wise who speak of Sankhya Yoga, which means complete detachment, and Karma Yoga action as different. For one who is firmly established in either gets the fruit of both. And the fruit of both is realizing the divine within you. One who is purified by the practice of yoga, who has conquered his ego and senses, makes that his self. I'll repeat that. I'm so sorry. One who is purified by the practice of yoga, who has conquered his ego and senses, realizes that his self is the self in all beings and remains unaffected even though performing action. It's like, all the appliances in my house, all the light bulbs and computers in my house, and then in all the city of New York, and actually all the world, are the same electricity. So too, at the fundamental level, we are one awareness. The person who is unified with the Supreme and is the knower of truth has the inner attitude, I do nothing at all. All this seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, tasting, walking, sleeping, breathing come from God or the divine in you and belong to the divine in you. And in speaking, emitting, grasping, opening and closing the eyes, in all sensory experience, such a person sees the divine movement of the eternal. Even as he acts, he offers all actions to the divine. So beautiful. Without smelling, without hearing, without seeing, without tasting, sleeping, breathing, there's no experience. And yet the source of experience is, of course, pure consciousness, which is the divine in you. So everything that you're hearing, I think we've discussed before. The wise look with the same eye upon a person of great learning and culture as they look upon any sentient being, including animals, cows, dogs, elephants, any other living being. All are sacred. They are Brahman, the supreme, flawless and equal in all. Okay, one more. The pleasures born of the senses are fleeting and transient. Attachment to them gives rise to pain because they have a beginning and an end. He who is able to withstand the rushing force of attachment and anger is the yogi. We are yogis. He who finds happiness within, who delights within, and who is illumined by the inner light, that yogi becomes one with the divine and attains liberation. Thank you, and it's always fun to share with you.